Hey guys, Miss Stone. Today's Sunday, and apparently a family has a gathering here in the building, and they are loud. So if you hear the background noise, please ignore it. That's like fourth attempt. Anyway, I have this polymer clay update for you guys, and it's probably gonna be a long one because I have a lot to show. Starting out with my Angry Birds collection. I made all the pigs and the birds. I forgot to paint the bellies, but I kinda like it the way they are. This one is sideways, this one is hangs a bit like this when you put it on a chain. My favorite is this one. I love this one. So I made those, and remember that She Who Grips 13 sent me her contest entries, which were not only these, but this, and I said I was going to change it a little bit in order to display them. So I made them into a magnet because I have a magnet board, and I connected it to a chain and made a little clay bat to go with it. So now it hangs like this in the board. Then I made Jack, I made him a spider. Isn't it cute? I love the spider, absolutely love it. And since I was already doing Halloweeny stuff, I made a pumpkin as well. Also a magnet. And this is much bigger than what I usually do out of polymer clay, but I really like it. I also made those two guys here. I don't want to touch them because they aren't baked yet. I made this little cup. Not my best work, I gotta say. This clay is super dirty. I've already tried sanding it, but it's so thin, so small, it's hard. I made this milk carton, little charm, milk on one side. Can you hear that? Jesus. Okay, the milk carton, and I made these earring studs. I ran out of super glue, so I still gotta glue the posts. And this pair, which, here it is. This is left over from a cane that I made. I'm gonna show you guys. I have a cane like this now. What else? I made this bracelet. It's a little charm bracelet. It's in a leather cord. Has all these charms hanging from it and the beads that I made myself. I made this a little flip-flop pendant. And this pendant. I made this one that's so very inspired by Crafty Patty 2009. It's so her style. And these are all left over from the cane that I was making. This too, also left over. And this one. And all of these beads. These are all, you know, tiny scraps of clay that you kind of dirty it a little bit and then you don't want to put it back in the pack. That type of stuff. These are all the beads that I made out of it. So there's that. And lastly, I have a few canes that I want to show that I did. This is one of them. This is the second flower cane that I tried. If you guys can see it. Then I have this one. First cane that I made out of my head because I had no idea what I was doing. So I made this. It's supposed to be a cloud, and I made a piece. I made a pen that I don't have it close to me right now, but it worked perfectly. I'm happy with it. But this blue clay, hardest clay in history. So let me show you guys all the canes that I have done. This one you guys have seen me use. Little swirl. I have another swirl here. And this swirl is the same swirl here. There's a tiny swirl that I think I lost it. Oh, it's stuck to the other one. This swirl. Then there's this one. This one, I think this was the very first attempt at a cane that I've ever done. Or close to it. This one's a disaster. It's not what it was supposed to be, but I can use it, so. This is the cane that I said. This is leftover from the main cane, which is going to be the last one that I'm going to show. So this is kind of accident. It turned out like this. Kind of looks like a heart, so. See, there's no red here. It's really just the scrap of the cane that I was making. This is the one that I followed Crafty Patty's tutorial. I think it's Jelly Road. It's called Jelly Road. These two are the same thing, but you can't see it on camera. It's a very light difference between them. It was also scrap clay, like the ones from the pig and the bunny there. But I'm gonna use it to help me with the background, because this is going to be the background of something. And let's see. Also, canes that came out of the cane that I made. Like, you have to cut a little bit of the tip every time you're reducing it. And in the end, you end up with a whole bunch of clay that you have to repurpose. Because I'm not going to throw clay away, so. And here are the 4 sizes of the cane that I made. This is my first flower cane. And I think it turned out awesome. I didn't follow a tutorial, just, you know, what I had seen already, a whole bunch of tutorials on flower canes, and I sat down and said, okay, now I'm gonna try my own. And this is what came out of it. It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good for a first try. So I made it into 4 different sizes, and I have a project that I want to use it in. So that's all my clay stuff, I think. I hope, at least. Yeah, I think I brought it all. So you guys see my canes, my Angry Birds, and the Halloweeny things, independents. So I'm in a clay mood lately, so I haven't poured resin. I'm working on clay. And hopefully I'm gonna stick to it for a little longer and have another update for you guys pretty soon. So thanks for watching, talk to you guys later, and bye bye.